Um, I just watched a movie that I didn't get a chance to watch in theaters, but I just watched it now in the comfort of my home that is supposed to be comfortable. I watched Undertone, a audio horror film, which I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't really too excited to watch it when it came out months ago, because when I heard that it's being considered just audio horror, it just didn't really pique my interest. I just thought to myself, that's not something that can really, necessarily, I don't feel like it'll hit. Boy, was I wrong. Keep in mind, I watched this movie, a movie that's main goal is to influence horror into you with audio. It's about a woman named Evie and her friend Justin who have like this podcast where they talk about spooky, scary stories or whatnot. And she's like the one who plays like she doesn't believe it, and he's playing the one that kind of like, I don't know, it might be true, right? But they get a mysterious email with 10 audio files unexplained. And within these audio files, we hear basically what sounds like to be a possession of a woman in this audio files. Basically, the audio files, they start to have an effect on our main character, Evie, who's taking care of her sick, dying mom. And I've never been so wrong about a movie just not being that scary, or probably not going to be that scary. I watched this movie with these headphones on, with these 3D audio headphones. I watched this movie, so I really immersed myself into this film. I was in the dark of my home, nobody around me, and then me and this TV, this 50-inch TV, I'm just watching it with these headphones on, hearing everything. And now I'm fucking paranoid. There are certain horror movies that are just, wow, that was crazy scary. And just like, wow, that was nuts. Or wow, that was messed up. This is evil. This movie is evil. I feel like the only purpose it was made is the purpose of what the plot of the film. Because essentially, minor spoiler alert, the plot of the film, what we find out, for the most part, you figure it out as you watch along, is that whoever listens to these things, these audios, it goes on to them, the curse, right? I'm afraid that that's what this movie was in real life, though. I got this fucking grabber mask up here and whatnot, and then like this fucking ghost face and all that above my chimney. That's how much I love horror. But I'll tell you what, when I get done with this video, before I go to sleep tonight, and before I leave this goddamn living room, I'm taking that shit down. I'm taking that shit down. Because I'll be fucked if I wake up in the middle of the night trying to use the restroom and I see this fucking mask floating. That is how paranoid I am. I haven't been this uncomfortable for a movie for a while. I almost think that I would not have gotten this same effect in the theaters as I did right now in the comfort of my home, what is supposed to be comfortable, like I said. If you can't tell, this movie obviously had an effect on me. I think if there's any flaws to it, is that it might seem a bit long, but I think it was perfectly paced. But I can definitely see how some people be like, oh man, this is kind of dragging out. But honestly, I'm quite paranoid to go to sleep tonight. I'm going to have all the lights on tonight while I go to sleep. This movie kind of fucked me up. My final rating for this film, I don't see how this movie didn't get much more appreciation. I did hear that they do plan on doing a prequel series about the audios or something else. Bring it, I guess, or don't, because I really think this film is evil. And if you're gonna put more evil into the world like this film, I'm gonna go call a church now to bless my home. My final rating for this film. My final rating is I'm gonna give it. Honestly, I think I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5, and I'm gonna go ahead and give it an 8.5. An 8.5 out of 10. I'm so fucked up that I can't remember what the fuck. What's my rating called? LFGs. 8.5 Jared Gunza LFGs. 8.5 out of 10. So, yeah. Stay safe.